Alright, welcome back to Gamer Know-How. Today we're going to be talking about PlayStation's massive failure. Concord is bombing hard in the reviews. This is a hero shooter that is on the same flavor as Valorant and Overwatch 2, and of course it is failing. Obviously we've talked about Valve's secret shooter Deadlock being very popular on Steam. This one, however, is PlayStation only and is failing hard. So I don't really own a PlayStation. I only own a PS3, PS2, so obviously can't play much. But I mean, I do have people who have played this and told me that the game does kind of suck. So we'll see. So it has been a massive failure. Concord, PlayStation's new release FPS shooter, has seriously struggled to build any kind of noteworthy audience, being review bombed on Metacritic. Concord has been under fire since it first announced a few months back. The game has been criticized for being a hero shooter and its bizarre character designs. So we have three character designs here. The one on the left is the most normal. I have no idea what the thing on the right is. It's a trash can with a leaf blower cannon, and then we have Thanos with a red head. So I can definitely see why the character designs are under question. I mean, we saw in the beginning here. I mean, I have no idea what this is. It's a Spartan with a rocket launcher and a tentacle tail. Really kind of stupid. I mean, the character designs just look really cheap. Like, it literally looks like they just went into Modeler, got an asset for a Spartan helmet from Halo, and a generic rocket launcher from Team Fortress 2. Like, the best thing I can say about this skin is that the color scheme is completely booger themed, and the red visor makes no sense. So I can see why Concord is bombing hard. I mean, look at these character designs. None of the colors make sense. It looks like they just went to AI and said, make generic game characters. I mean, the yellow robot literally just looks like two circle pieces with generic robot arms and a leaf blower flower thing. I mean, the most creative thing is the rock thing in the background. That rock thing actually looks custom designed, unlike these characters which look like they were just made in either Blender or they were just made by an AI. So I can definitely see how this game is bombing hard. The art looks like it's AI based, and honestly I could see it being AI based. The tree in the background is also just a mushroom with veins. It's like broccoli but a mushroom. I mean, the trees look bad, the graphics look bad. It just looks like a hero shooter that was made by an AI. So I can see why it's being review bombed, because it does look pretty dang bad. So the bad first impression resulted in people seemingly being completely uninterested for the game. It only peaked at 697 players during its first debut weekend. Currently there are only 152 players playing Concord on Steam. PlayStation 5-player numbers are not available, but it's safe bet the console version has done at least somewhat better than the PC counterpart. Concord's woes are still continuing, the game now being targeted by review bombs. So yeah, 152 players on Steam for a hero shooter. I mean, imagine if Valorant only had like 100 players playing the game. You'd be playing with the same people every single time, so you just either keep losing or keep winning no matter what. And to top it all off, the game just looks like trash. Like, they didn't even try making any of the art stuff. I mean, it looks good for 2008. Like, if this was Valorant in 2008, then this would be a top game. But we're in 2020. We're in 2024, almost 2025, and you have graphics from 2008. I mean, there's games that can get away with it, like Portal and Half-Life, but not you. Not a PlayStation game anymore. This is PlayStation 5. You can't have graphics from 2008. I mean, there's games that can pull it off, but not games like this. You need better graphics than this. It just looks terrible, and the character designs make no sense. And from what I've heard, the story lore is also pretty terrible too. So the game is utter trash. Concord is struggling with low player counts. I mean, 697 players on on Steam as a peak. A peak? You couldn't even do 1,000 players? I mean, I have more than half as many subscribers than that player number. That means my channel times 2 players would be more than the people that actually play Concord. I mean, that's just abysmal for a PlayStation game debut. And now there's only 152 players. So out of the 967 players, like only 25% of them actually started playing, kept playing the game religiously. You lost 75% of your player base after the first debut weekend. I mean, that's just terrible. The game has been targeted by review bombers. Makes sense. The game art looks like trash. The characters look like trash. The graphics are from 2008. And I mean, like, This is a game that I think I could play on my PS2 or PS3 if it was. I mean, it's probably one of those games that isn't allowed to be played on older consoles, but like this literally looks like a game you could play on the PS2, PS3. It has the same graphic package, probably PS2 more than PS3, but I mean, it does look like PS2, PS3 graphics. I mean, this is just terrible. Terrible art style, terrible character designs. I mean, it makes sense. It has a 2.2 user rating on Metacritic. I mean, I don't really trust Metacritic that much anymore, but like, if it has a 2.2, I'm never playing it. So, I mean, like, yeah, the game people just seem like, have decided that it sucks, and honestly, I tend to agree with them. Art looks like it sucks, character designs look like they suck, graphics card is terrible. Like, literally the only creative thing I can say about that image of the game is that the rock work actually looks pretty good. Otherwise, it's just some broccoli trees, bad character designs, and some art. So the negative reviews accuse the game of being leftist propaganda. I'm not going to get into the politics of that, but honestly, like, if this is propaganda, then it's just propaganda that AI is bad, and AI is not a leftist thing. It's a right-wing thing. I'm not going to get into the politics of it. We're already going to be discussing AI later on in the program when we cover SAG-AFTRA strike, but this game literally looks like it was AI made. And honestly, if they just came out and said they tried using AI and they just came clean about it, I would actually respect them more. So I don't think the negative reviews are correct. If those are the reason why it's getting so much negative reviews, then honestly, that just proves that Metacritic is still a political dumpster fire. But honestly, if I was playing this game, I would just say graphics suck, art suck, characters look stupid, and it looks like it was made by AI. And honestly, I tend to agree that it's probably AI made. But anyway, that's going to do it for this video. Thank you guys so much for watching. Look at this screenshot that I got from Steam. Do you see this outline? I just noticed it, but look at this outline. What? You're cutting off this character, then this character, then what? This looks photoshopped. Like, this looks like a photo. What are these? Are these ships? What is this? These ships are coming to... I mean, what? Well, look at this guy compared to this page. Not that page. Look at this guy compared... Look. He's got feathers and stuff and has a really cool gun, but then look at him over here. His feathers are now just pixels, and he doesn't even look cool. He looks terrible. This guy got horribly mutated. He actually looks cool in this image, but back here, he looks like a freaking TF2 character. He looks like freaking Heavy from TF2. His graphics are so terrible. And this person just looks like some League of Legends character or Magic the Gathering card. What I'm basically saying is that the trailer made it look better than it is, and honestly, I have no idea what these are, and what the heck is this insect, grasshopper, space satellite thing? Like, this just looks terrible. Anyway, thank you guys so much for watching. Like if you like, dislike if you don't, subscribe if you like it. Concord sucks, don't play it, and have a nice day. Toodaloo.